Yep, there we go. We are live, and it'll come up on the screen in a few seconds.
That's why we got like that. I ain't never had that problem before.
Oh well, we got it sorted now.
But yeah, there's quite a few. There's Isabel on there. Angie Smith, Petite Fireball, my favorite Smith Island person. She's in Smith Island, Maryland, and she's a good friend. And by the way, Petite, how did your dumpster go today? I know she was headed out. She had. Do you watch Petite Fireball, Big B?
Yeah, I do. Yep. I touch base with her channel from time to time, and she's got a TikTok account. I watch her on as well.
Yeah.
But how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the live show with Russell Junktopper. Hey, Renee and Frugal Granny and Christy Health Nuts and Phyllis, and hi to who else we got in there? Ali, Petite Fireball, and Angie, Isabel, Darlene. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm showing I got 9, and I don't hardly ever get more than about 20, 25 people on my live streams. But they're always there. They're always there every week. I do my regular live streams on Saturday at 5 o'clock. But I want to do another live stream that's good for people that's in different time zones than I'm in, and especially with you guys. Gosh, y'all are like, you're in Tuesday already, and
No. We're in Wednesday. I'm in Wednesday already.
I'm in Tuesday. Y'all are in Wednesday, but y'all got like 9 different time zones in Australia. I didn't know that, but I didn't know Australia was as large of a country as it is, but it's a pretty big country. I think
there's only 2 time zones in Australia, and there's 2 hours difference from west side of the continent to the east side of the continent. Yeah, but there's only 2 time zones. Hey, Marty, how's it going, bro?
Who else popped in there? Oh, Crazy Family's in there too. I see. Did I see Renee? I don't know Renee. Who is Renee? Is it Renee?
Yeah, Renee. That's Phyllis's daughter. You were saying before. Remember? Canadian girl.
Yeah. I'd like to do another live stream with you sometime, and you hook it up from your end, and that way I can get the benefit of some of your subscribers being exposed to me. Because you got a lot more subscribers, and that I hadn't found anybody. Well, I know Crazy Family do that. But they when Crazy Family did that shout out for me, they did a video and they said we found a new grandpa, and I got over 300 new subscribers from that, and that's what pretty much got me close to over the top for 1,000 subscribers. And
nice.
Boy, I appreciate that in, and I figure if I've got around 100 people that watch me pretty regular and like me, there's got to be a few hundred more out there that would feel the same way. It's just a question of them finding me. But there's a lot of things when I put up a video, I don't understand some of the stuff in there that you can do with your video, or that you can do the way you set it up and everything that would help you. But I don't understand that stuff. I can't wrap my brain around it. My brain's 80 years old, so it's hard for me to understand a lot of that. And a lot of people my age, well, what are you on there for? Why do you even do that? You're too old for it and all that stuff. Well, I've been fooling with computers ever since about 1994, 95, and it wasn't hard then. And the only thing that's hard now for me is all this new stuff they come up with, and it's hard for me to pick it up as easy as I used to could. And that's my problem. I know there's a lot of things I can do, but I don't know how to do it. And I'm just now getting this stuff figured out with the StringYard. You know that I don't like paying that $25 a month to StringYard, but it's got a lot of features that I like. And I did a live stream. Was it this morning or yesterday morning? I did it, and it was early morning, and I was testing out doing a live stream through YouTube's live stream. And the only thing I liked about that was it gave me the option of it being monetized during the live stream, whereas I don't see that option with StreamYard. But when this live stream here is over, I go in there and monetize it, so that if anybody goes back and watch it, at least I get the benefit of some ads there. And but you don't get these ads. They pay so little. You got to get a lot of them to make any decent money. And I'm just not getting enough live streams. I'm starting to learn more about it. You know, certain ways to go about stuff, but I've still got a long ways to go. And Brenda, who is Brenda Reed?
Brenda Reed. Oh, that's Boo Boo.
Who is Brenda Reed?
She's a new person that's joining your show. How do you welcome new people onto your live streams, Russell?
How do I welcome them?
Yeah. Well, what's your welcome?
I don't have nothing set that I do. Maybe that's the problem.
That's not a problem. That's just an idea, the one that you might want to entertain, that sets you apart from others doing live streams. You create your own little welcome for the new people that show up on your chat. You recognize the names that you know that come on here on a regular basis. So you know, when you see new names, maybe you could, I don't know, a jingle or an inspirational phrase that you've picked up over the years. Hey, Russell, look, guys on the chat. You know, me and Russell were talking earlier on about like that. Russell was thinking that he hasn't got good enough content to you know, to entice people or drive traffic through his channel. I think what you're missing is that you have like 80 years of experience and stories. You know, like where once upon a time your content consisted of going picking and diving, and that was fundamentally what you were creating. But you know, in light of what your current situation is like right now, with you know, with your not being able to get around as easy as you used to. There are things that you can do, and you already have a wealth of content, Russell, a wealth of it, more than most people, most creators out there. You got stacks and stacks of stories that can be told, and videoed and voiced, and because you're a good storyteller, and people, I love your accent. You know why I do so well? What I think I do so well with my channel is because there's no one in streaming out of Australia, or at least my state, doing dumpster diving. So I've got this funny accent that people seem to like. So I accentuate it. I make a point of when I'm talking when I'm talking to the audience while I'm doing my videos. I don't obscure it, or I don't cover it over with music or anything. I just keep talking because I get so many comments that people like my accent. So I look at it as a draw card, if you like. So that might be. I'm hoping that's one reason why I get the numbers that I do.
I've been working on a new option. I'm reading what Cindy said there. Then it does shoving shit KN. Oh, could the wind? Could the wind? Okay. Oh, she says you have a. Brenda Reed says you have an accent, Yogi.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been, hey, Boo-Boo, so I've been told. So I've been told.
They say I've got an accent of some kind too, but they can't figure out what it is. But I'm from North Carolina originally, and the eastern part of North Carolina. But when I got married, it was up in the mountains in North Carolina with all those hillbillies. And so the two kind of mixed up. So that's why I talk with that drawl, they call it, that I got. But my grandsons, now my grandsons, they they're biracial. They're half black, all three of them, and that some people had asked them why they don't talk with a black dialect. Well, that's because they've not been raised by a black family. They've been raised by me and my daughter, and so I hope they don't. I hope my accent don't rub off on them though, 'cause I don't want them talking like me. but yeah, I was up in the mountains over 20 years, and it kind of rubs off on you.
And absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? Your accent has its own story. Yeah. I mean, you've got a video just about where your accent comes from, and its origins. Our accent is a byproduct of our environment and where we live. And we take it with us, through all our life.
I've never understood why the UK accents is different from the Australian accents. They're totally different. But I've got to where now, if somebody talks with that English accent, I can tell real quick whether they're from Australia or whether they're from the UK. And then there's certain parts of the UK, they really got a strong accent, and I don't know what they call it, but it's really strong. And what's Phyllis saying? I was cleaning off the table in the kitchen, and I was sweeping the floor, and a mouse came running out, and I squished him with the
Oh,
okay.
Phyllis has been having a lot of issues with mice in her house
Yeah,
lately. They've been running in and staying out of the cold, Russell.
yeah. Phyllis is she's in Canada.
Yeah.
I'm getting where I know where everybody's from now, and did I see yeah, there she is. I thought I seen Lisa. She said she knew I had to be from Eastern North Carolina. Yeah, that's right on the North Carolina Virginia line. Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. That's where I was born. I wasn't raised there. I was raised, well, I was partly raised there, but for the most part, I wasn't from. I wasn't raised. I didn't never went to school there. You
Yeah.
taught. Cindy says I talk like a country bumpkin. Okay, I'll take that. That sounds good to me. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, and she said she thought Russell had a southern drawl. Yeah, I got a southern drawl. But I don't sound like any of my cousins and stuff that I was raised with. They always made fun of me because of the way I talked. But I even had a Korean woman that lived in the neighborhood we just moved from, that I was friends with, and she was from Korea. And she was listening to me talk. She said, "What country are you from?" I said, "Right here." She said, "Well, why do you talk like you do?" I said, I'm from this country. But but she thought I was from another country somewhere. Thought I had a foreign accent. I about rolled over laughing with that. But anyway,
Oh,
uh, no, I'm working on a new video that's going to be an opening for my channel,
yep.
and uh, but I'm thinking about one specifically for my live streams. It was just funny that you mentioned that, But I've been thinking, but I don't know why I don't get off my butt and get it done. Uh, I can do it. Brenda Reed's in Maryland. Do you have trouble reading your comments as you're doing your lives, Big B?
Not when I'm doing a live on my own,
Yeah.
Now, when I do a live off my channel, not much, but I mean, I've done it for a little while now. Can sort of still chat and keep up with the chat and answer questions that just come out of the blue. Sometimes out of the blue, and sometimes not even about the subject we're talking about.
I get off track real easy. I'll be talking about something. I'll look over here at the comments, then I'll forget what I was talking about. So I just keep. I don't have I don't never plan nothing for my live streams. I just go live and we just go from there, And I do like to know everybody's birthdays. I won't sing happy birthday to them, and I can't sing. I can't sing, but I've been trying to get everybody to send me an email with their birthdays and their age. I'd like to know their age. Some people ain't gonna tell me, but I know like Christy on Crazy Family Tip. She's just turning 51. So And I sent her a card and I sang happy birthday to her. I think it was last week. Cindy says her accent is the worst of all years. I'm from Boston. Yeah, you guys up there in Boston, y'all got accents. I'll say that. I, yes, sir. Y'all got. Yes, you sure do. You sure do. You talk funny. I always tell some of my UK subscribers that I said, "Why do y'all talk so funny? Why don't you talk good English?" And I don't know why. I don't know why the English changed so much when all the people came over here. Most of them came from England and Ireland and places like that. But when they got over here, it just seemed that like over the years their dialect changed. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand that. All mid-Atlantic states are isolate specific to certain towns. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh,
But
you see that there's even accents, pardon me. You'll see that there's real distinctive accents even within the United States. Like a New Yorker would sound different from someone that would sound different from someone that lives in Los Angeles, or someone in Boston would sound different to those that live in Detroit.
yeah,
They're subtle, but they exist. You know what I mean? It's hell of a thing. It is.
yeah. I've got cousins. They were all from the same town I'm from, but they was raised in states like up in Maryland and what's that other state up there? Gee, I'm drawing a blank. But I listen to Christy, on the Crazy Family Tube. They don't sound like they got an accent. They just sound normal to me, and they're in Michigan. Hey, Willow, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm having a live stream with Willow tomorrow at 5 o'clock,
Nice.
in case anybody would know, and it's gonna be live. It's gonna be
Awesome.
live. Um, oh, I know
Hey,
why that.
Russell, we've created another channel. Myself and three other dumpster diving creators. It's called the Live Dive Lounge. And I'm not sure if you've heard of it or not, but what we do on there is, we all four of our channels collaborate, and we basically go up there and chat and share our experiences as creators and dumpster divers. And one of the creators actually goes out and live dives, goes out and dives live, and we bring it onto the show.
Yeah,
But we also create a space for the community, and and our mantra is to create culture, connection, and community. And it's basically a safe space where like people within the chat can come to with a positive space, that's generally troll free or drama free, or free of any kind of judgment and stuff like that. So it's proven to be so far um, uh, working.
yeah,
Um, One of the other things that we do on there is that we highlight and introduce smaller channels, even smaller than yourself.
yeah,
But I just want to, like, how you were saying. I want to invite you to, like, when I do a live of my channel, for that very reason that you mentioned, to help drive traffic to your channel. But I also want to invite you onto the live dive lounge too, Russell, and show you what we've done for our dumpster diving community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Sam, hey, Tan's World. Do you know Tan's World? She's in Australia. Do you see her there?
Yeah, I do. I do know Tan's World, actually. Hi, Tan.
Yeah.
Tanya, is it?
She
Tanya.
sent me an Australian clock, beautiful clock, and I've still got it set on her time. But
Nice.
by the way, Tanya, did y'all get moved? You were moving to, was it a father-in-law's house or something? You're gonna take care of an Alzheimer's patient or something. But I don't know if they got moved yet or not. And but yeah, Tan, she's an old subscriber of mine, and I love watching her do those. She gets these little gift boxes, I think, once a month, and it's different treats and snacks and things from different parts of the world. I'd like to do that myself, but can't you afford that? No. And I ain't supposed to be having too many snacks anyway. And I get enough snacks. I like watching her test it out.
You reckon you might if you had too many snacks around the house, you might be like tempted. Hey, you might be tempted to like dig into a couple.
Okay, not yet, Mr. Dunbar. Sometime soon. Okay, yeah, I've done a live stream with Tanya. She it's been a while. It's been a while since I did a live stream, but I love doing these live streams, and especially there's some that I really want to do some with, but they just won't do it. I don't understand what they're. It's just like now here we're doing this, but it's not private, it's public. But if you want to do a private live stream, I'll do a private live stream, and it'll remain private unless you say publish it. And Big B told me make it live, and Willow I'm doing tomorrow. She said make it live, so that's what I'm going to do.
That's the one.
What did Russell will love that. What will I love, Lisa? What did I miss here? Sometime soon. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's what I wanted to mention as well, Russell. We plan on doing a segment to help people with the video editing and the software and the technology side of things. So if you're having issues with knowing how to work a particular editing application that you may be using, we might be able to help you there. I myself, as well as a couple of the guys that I collab with, will do it on a one-on-one basis with you. Just to I will do that with you, Russell. Help you out with whatever editing, issues that that I can help you through and give you some direction. Also, even the StreamYards. How to download the intro video that you were just talking about, and add it to your live stream. So when you go live, you just click onto it, and it'll play your video before your face appears, your intro. So we play, we are looking at doing things like that to help people um, build their channel up.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do. I want to build a channel up. The only thing I hate about getting a whole lot of subscribers is it would be hard for me to be as up close and personal as I am with about 100 of my subscribers. If I had like thousands and thousands, it would be hard to be as personal and respond to every comment and all that stuff. And I try to respond. I try to read every comment I get, which is not a lot, and I try to respond to them. And but if it was like Scrap and Pallet Man, he said that he gets sometimes 500 comments on a single video.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can spend all day there responding to all the comments. You can read them, I guess, but to have to try and respond to them, just can't do it. And that's what bothers me about having a lot. I wouldn't be up close and personal, I call it, like I am with you and I am with Crazy Family and Cindy and Isabel and Times World and Phyllis. It's just, and Petite Fireball. I wouldn't have time to try and get to know all of them. And I want to get to know all I can. Personally, I want to do live. I want to do private live streams or public to know more about them. Like I was under the impression you were from Hawaii, and turns out you're from New Zealand. Now I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't asked you on this live stream. And I just like to know things like that. Now I know how old you are now and stuff like that, I just like to. It's not that I'm nosy. I'm just curious about the people that
you're genuine. You genuinely want to meet people. You genuinely are interested in, what they're up to, and it's genuine. It's a rare thing, Russell. It's a rare thing to be genuine like that. Genuinely want to meet people. And let me give you some insight from someone that does have thousands of subscribers and hundreds of comments. It's difficult to get personal with up close and personal with all of them. But as your popularity grows and your numbers grow, so does your skill in relating to people or replying to comments. You get better at it. You don't stay the same as if you were to have 1,000 subscribers. You grow with the numbers because like you say, you read all of the comments, so you recognize the names as those comments grow. From what I've heard so far, I don't hear anything wrong with your memory. You're remembering people's names and where they where they come from, and only thing missing out of that equation is just the birthday dates.
Yeah. I use YouTube to help with anxiety. I don't have anxiety. I don't think I do. I worry about some dumb stuff. Like I was this morning when I was doing that test live stream through YouTube live stream. I was talking about my dog. She's 5 years old, so that means she's about 35 now in human years or dog years. and I'm thinking, I hope I can make it till I'm 100. Then I got to thinking, well, if I live 20 more years, I'm gonna lose my dog because she's not gonna live that much longer. Then I got to thinking, well, on the other hand, if I die early, she's gonna lose me, and ain't nobody gonna take care of her like I do. And why would I worry about dumb stuff like that? I don't know. And I things cross my mind that, like my daughter said, well, why are you worried about that? Well, it's not that I'm worried about it. It's just that I was thinking, well, I want to be 100, but if I live to 100, baby, my dog's not going to make it with me. And then I think, well, if I die early, she's really going to miss me. Because I mean, she sleeps. She's laying over on my bed right now. She's with me. So why would I worry about stuff like that that's not going to make any difference? Headed out to go driving. Where are you driving to? You dumpster diving?
Yeah, going out for a dive. Looks like, oh, Marty, good luck, Marty. Hope you find some goodies and some jackpots there, my bro. Good luck, my bro.
I'll guarantee there's dumpster diving, he'll find something. I ain't never known him to go out and not come back with stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Back when I was diving, I always come back a lot with nothing. But no, I worry about dumb stuff, and I shouldn't. I worry about. I've got a lot of my subscribers that has what was that ding-a-ling about? My something just beat. I don't see nothing. I just worry about crazy stuff, and is it because I'm almost 80 that I think about that? My here's another thing. My grandson, when he goes to bed at night, he locks his bedroom door, the young one. And I don't like that. I said, what if something happens out here and I can't get into your room to make sure you're okay or something, And but I think about things like that. Don't lock your door. He's 12 years old. He don't need to be locking his door. And he says it's because he don't want the cats to get out of his room. Because he has a couple of cats he takes in the room with him. And he don't like it either. But, he does. Hey, Darlene.
I think you just might need to tell him. Don't lock your room. Don't lock your room anymore, and this is why. Yep, you're very right. Anything could happen, and you might not be able to get into him. Yep, that's just a safety measure.
Yeah. Lisa, that dumpster that was in that industrial park, that was over there in the old neighborhood. And I can't get to that now.
But the other thing to that, Russell, is you got a lot of time on your hands. If you're not preoccupying your things and keeping yourself busy, you're going to have these thoughts. They're just floating around in the air, just waiting to enter. And you just got lots of time on your hands.
Yeah. Hey, Rianne, I didn't know you was on here too. Oh, oops, I meant to say Rianne. She wants to say hi to all and Poppy and Big G. I thank you, Rianne. Hey, I've still got that little thing I want to send you, with the owl on it. I just got to do it. I have a hard time getting things mailed out, but now that I found out that I can actually put it in my mailbox out here, as long as I've got the postage on it, the mailman will pick it up. So I didn't know that. And yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna
just when
quit
you
trying to
think
read all
just
them
when you think you
comments.
couldn't learn just when you think you couldn't learn anymore, at your age, and hey, we're still learning things every day. Hey, Russell, learning new things every day.
And I was, who is that? Are not are not so life now. Who is that? Are you new, my friend? Who is that? Not so life now. Who are you,
well,
my friend?
if you are new,
I
welcome
want to
to Junk
know.
Dobbers Live. Welcome to Junk Dobbers Live. Welcome to his family. Make sure that you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. Are not so life now.
Yeah, anytime, Big B, anytime you want to set up another live stream from your end with me, anytime's great with me. Because I don't care if it's the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, or the middle of the day, because what am I going to be doing? And my sleep patterns is all messed up now. I won't go to bed tonight till maybe 2 a.m. And I'll
Oh,
sleep 3 or 4 and then I get up and I'm up 4 or 5 hours, and then I take another 2 or 3 hour nap. So I don't know why my sleep patterns got all screwed up like that, but it is. It may have something to do with my daughter because she works nights. She goes in at 9:30 at night, and she don't come back home till 7 o'clock in the morning. So that might have something to do with it.
oh, plus, at the end of the day, Russell, when you're tired, you go to sleep. When you're not,
Yeah,
you stay awake.
yeah.
It's
It ain't
just the
like
thing
I got.
is what is it that we do with our time when we're awake? You
Yeah,
know, how do we fill in that time when we're awake? I mean, uh, not every day has to be productive. Not every day has to have an end result. And sometimes you can, it pays to do nothing and be brain dead just for a moment, um,
yeah, yeah.
not every day has to be productive.
There for a while, after I come home from rehab, I thought I was just dying on the vine because I really couldn't do much of anything. I couldn't hardly get up out of the chair, and I had to have help doing everything. I had to have help getting on the potty and all that stuff. Now I don't have to have any help doing any of that, and I feel like I'm not going to attempt it, but feel like I feel like I can actually go outside. I can go outside with my wheelchair on the deck, and then I can get over to the steps, and I feel like I can. Well, I know I can walk down the steps and walk back up, but I feel like I can take my walker out there and walk around. But I'm not going to try it because if I got out there by myself and fell, then I'd be in trouble. Uh, but I am doing a lot better than I could do.
And that's good. That's great news. I'm so proud of you for, trying and backing yourself. It's so easy to not do anything.
Yeah,
It's way easier to not do anything and just accept, that's your fate. I'm glad, that's why you're an inspiration to me, Russell.
big thing.
When I first started watching you, when I first started this YouTube journey and looking for dumpster diving channels and came across yours, you were an inspiration. You put yourself out there. You know, people fear doing that, and you had no fear, and I think that's going to help you. It's going to help you rehabilitate into what you want to do. You're a go-getter. You're not a quitter. You're a go-getter.
I'll tell you what, I'm still on the fence about the COVID-19 shot. I'm probably going to get them, but my appointment to get one is not until March 29th. And the second shot is May 7th. So that's still a pretty good time, a month off.
Yeah.
And had I known that my grocery store around here, they were giving shots, but you had to set up appointments. I didn't know it because I hadn't been going to the store, and maybe I should have went that route. But then I seen something about people having all these side effects and everything. And then some of my subscribers said, well, if I've never had any reaction to a regular flu shot, I probably wouldn't have a reaction to the COVID shot, which makes a whole lot of sense. I've never had a reaction to flu shots, and I always got a flu shot every year. I don't want to be getting the flu, not at my age. No, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm still worried about maybe getting COVID again, until I get that shot. I don't know. So I'm not really getting out amongst the public or anything. And I really need, when I go out on my scooter like I'm fixing to do tomorrow, when I go tomorrow, I'm wearing my mask. Because usually I'll talk to people if I meet them along the way and stuff. And I guess it's best that I wear a mask. Because I don't want to push I supposedly once you have COVID, you're supposed to have a certain amount of immunity to it. But I ain't going to take that to the bank. Anything can happen, And I know I don't want to ever go through that again like that COVID was. That, to me, it was bad. There was 3 days there I didn't think I'd see the next day because I couldn't figure out why I was going. I was out of my head. I was a bad patient. I was a noisy, loud patient. And normally, when I'm in the hospital, a nurse always tell me you're one of the best patients I've ever had. Well, the nurses that was in there on that COVID-19 ward, they won't say that about me. They was glad to see me go to rehab. But it just...
Well, the thing is, Russell, whether the COVID is going to make another wave or not, just for yourself, you just need to take the necessary whatever precautions that you need to keep yourself safe. And if a mask helps keeping you safe, then you should wear one for your own protection. Despite what anyone else might say about being poisoned from your own breath, from carbon monoxide, or that if you can breathe out the COVID, who cares about that? It's just taking the necessary precautions for yourself to know that you're okay. That you're okay. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Look after you.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed the other day, we had a delivery from Amazon, my daughter did, and I was sitting out there on the deck when the truck pulled up, and he walked up to the deck, but I was going to wheel there and get it, And he said, no, you stay where you're at, and I'll lay it right here. He didn't want to come close to me. So, and he had a mask on. So I guess if I was out with meat in public like that, I'd be the same way. But I don't mind wearing the mask. It's just that I forget to wear it. Sometimes when I'm going to a doctor's appointment, I forget to bring my mask, and I have to get one of them complimentary masks at the door.
Hey, do you? Hey, when you cross the road, hey Russell, when you cross the road, do you forget to look both ways before you cross?
Do I forget what?
When you cross the road, do you forget to look both ways before you cross the road?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Just straight out there. Oh, you're too funny, my bro.
I'll try to remember that tomorrow when I'm out. I'm gonna go a little bit further out than I've been going this time. I want to.
Hey, well, then, that begs to say, hey, Russell, that begs to say, like, a mask won't matter. You might get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look both ways when you cross the road, Russell. Please, I beg you.
Yeah. I never did get an answer from that guy. What did I say his name was?
RN Not Life Now.
I don't know who that is. Cindy says she don't leave her house. Well, I hadn't been out in almost a week. And and I went and I got all these fancy. They're not fancy, but I got all these safety lights and stuff that I put on the scooter now. Where is that thing? There's one right there. And they're pretty daggone bright. I don't know how they look during the daytime, but they're I don't know if you can see that. Does that look bright?
Yeah, it's triggered my epilepsy. Thanks, Russell.
I got four of them, two red and two of them's green. And I put two on the back of my scooter and two on the front. And then I got a flag that I put on my scooter now that goes up kind of high. I want to be really visible because that is a pretty busy road out there where I go on. And I really want to go. I really want to go to my old neighborhood because there's three ladies over there I want to go see. Miss Caroline, Miss Ashley, and Lucille. And then if y'all been watching my channel, you know who Lucille is. And that old woman, she's 10 years older than me, boy, and she was, first time I ever met her, man, she planted a big old lip kiss on me. She was 89 at that time. She's 90 now. And she's a sweetheart. I just love her to death, but I don't want to be girlfriend, boyfriend with her. I think her libido is fine.
Hey, Russell, sounds like she likes them young, eh? She likes them young.
Yeah. I'm 10 years older. She's a sweetheart. I love her. And she lives by herself. I worry about her. And but she lives by herself. And the first time I ever met her, she had some roofers over there working on the roof on her house, putting a new roof on it. And she was cussing one of them guys out because he didn't fix it the way she wanted it. So
Still got heaps of spirit, eh?
Yeah, she's a right spry lady. And then them other two ladies, there's ones that was putting cans out for me. I pick up once a week. And last time I seen them, they told me, "Well, don't be a strangers." And I hadn't been back to see them since we moved. And I hated moving, I really did. But we didn't have a lease. The landlord quit giving us a lease over a year ago, and I figured then they was wanting to sell the place, and we wasn't going to get much warning when they wanted it back. And since we was just paying rent month to month, couldn't do it. And
that's shocking,
that's. And I'm not used to that because I had my own place for over 30 years, and I wish we'd have stayed there. But I didn't do it. It is what it is. But now I don't want to move back out there where I was at. I just like being close in like this now. Right here in town.
Sure. I think that's atrocious. Being a property owner and having people, at your age, renting a house and then, getting you to find somewhere else. I find that absolutely atrocious.
But
one
thing I really got to be thankful about is that so many people worry about their health insurance and not being able to afford all the meds and all that stuff. And I don't have to worry about anything. I've got Medicare, and that pays for some of it. Then I'm with the VA, and the VA pays 100%. I don't have to buy any meds. I get what I need. I get what I want, and they really send me too much stuff, and I don't think they should, but they do. With like if I need bandages or something, they come in the mail. My prescriptions, some of them come from the VA, some of them I still get at the drugstore. But I don't have any medical expenses. I don't. And of course, when I was in the military, I didn't realize that I was going to have that VA coverage from now on, and I've got it, and they've been wonderful. And they're supposed to be building me a ramp out here on my deck so I can take my my scooter down the ramp into the yard. And if they get me that ramp, that means I'm gonna have total freedom about coming and going, because then I won't have my grandson go around back and get the scooter and bring it around to the steps and all that stuff. It'll be right out here on the deck where I can drive right out there to it on my wheelchair. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all these YouTube friends that I have, and I didn't realize it would be like that when I first started to, but it just kind of grew, and I've got all the folk that I know stuff about now, and sometimes I almost wish I didn't know about it, because a lot of them have health problems, and I think about, hey, Barbara, how's the hubby? She's having problems with her husband. I think he's got Alzheimer's. But that's just things I know about, and think, well, that's kind of like, I love my grandchildren so much. I've only got 3. And sometimes I think, boy, it's a good thing she didn't have a bunch more kids, because I don't know if I could have room in my heart to love all of them. But that's not the truth. And I have room in my heart for all these health problems that a lot of my subscribers are having. And I think about each and every one of them, you know. And by the way, do you have health problems, Big B?
Oh, I do. I do have health problems. They're not major ones, but they will be if I don't start taking care of myself. You know, they're preventable. They're preventable issues, all of them. You know, I
Yeah.
could lose weight. I could cut down on my sugar and on my sugars and keep my
Are
blood
you
sugars
diabetic?
down. You know,
Diabetic? Are you diabetic?
no, I haven't been diagnosed diabetic, but if I
Good.
keep going on the path that I am currently, it will be inevitable. You know.
I was right where you're at when I was that age. When I was your age, that's when I should have started worrying about stuff like diabetes and stuff, and I didn't do it. And
Yeah.
I only weigh about 270 pounds, and uh, when I got married, I only weighed 220. No, take that back. I only weighed 190. When I got married, I started putting on the weight. And I never got over about 240, 250. And then all of a sudden, I hit 289 pounds one time, and that's when I started backing away from the table. Uh, but yeah,
How
I
old were
was
you? How old were you when you were at that weight? How old were you?
when I what?
How old were you when you were at 289 pounds? How old were you?
79. Same old.
You mean
70,
that's what you're going through right now?
same, yeah. Now there was a period that when I retired, I wanted something to do, so I went and got a job at Walmart, and they they had me on the floor. I was doing what they call day maintenance, and that meant cleaning up messes and any kinds of the stuff got spilled. You was hazmat work, all that stuff. And I was walking about 7 or 8 miles a day in that store on my shift. And I got down to 240 something. And I felt good.
Yeah.
But then about a year and a half to 2 years later, they terminated me of all things because I missed 11 days in a 90-day period, and that was the period of time that my wife had passed away, and I missed I missed those 11 days when my wife died, and that's what they terminated me for. But
Yeah.
when that happened, then I just started slowly gaining it back, and they even tried to prevent me from getting unemployment benefits, but then but they couldn't make that stick because once the counselor found out what the reason I was out those 9 days, they said no. They granted me my benefits, so I draw benefits for 2 years after that. So
Yeah.
and I wasn't really cured. I missed the work because I was out meeting people all the time, and you know me, I love that. But
And it gave you some purpose. You had somewhere to go and something to do. It
yeah,
gave you purpose. Gave you a
yeah,
reason to get up in the morning and you look forward to it because
yeah,
it puts you right in the middle of a lot of people that you could talk to.
yeah. I
So
love.
how do we emulate that? How do we emulate that?
I can't. You know, I love the job. I really did, uh, and I don't like Walmart. Period. I can't stand them. I don't like the way they do business. I don't. My daughter works there, and she's been there several years now. And my middle grandson worked there for 2 years, and they tried to get him to stay, but he wouldn't stay. He went. He's doing a job at a place called Wawa's, and he's in a. They're training to be a store manager. So Walmart missed the boat on that when they didn't work things out with him and try to get him to stay. Well, they wanted him to stay, but he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I drink too much coffee. That's another thing I've got to correct. You know, when I get up in the morning, I fix the coffee pot, and then about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I fix another pot, and so that's too much coffee. I don't know how it hurts you, but they say you can drink too much coffee. I don't know.
Plus, there's other alternatives out there to coffee. Like there's organic coffee that doesn't have as much caffeine but gives you the same taste.
Yeah, and caffeine doesn't keep me awake. It just doesn't. You know, it never has, and I don't guess it ever will. Willow says she put back on 45 pounds after my spine blew, and she's got health problems too. You know, Willow's been a good friend. I don't know if it does or not, Christy. I don't know why my sleep patterns are screwed up. You know, but who knows? You know, the other morning when I went on at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Matter of fact, you come on that morning too. You was on my live stream that morning, and Marty was up from Crazy Family, and Rianne, their daughter, she was up. And Christy was asleep. She wasn't awake. But I don't know. People get up sometimes at the weirdest times. But this has been a regular thing for me now for about 2 months. And I'm just not. I sleep 3 hours and I wake up.
That's so funny, Russell. You know, you say you have having weird sleep patterns and only sleeping for certain hours, but you drink a lot of coffee, but it's not keeping you awake. What I would suggest is that that you go through the process of elimination.
Barbara says they fired all door greeters in her. Do y'all have Walmarts in Australia? Big.
Only Kmart.
No. Smart. They don't have them in Germany either. Germany, they went into Germany, but Germany pretty much kicked them out. You know.
Okay.
I don't know what. Now they got Aldi's. I think Aldi's is a German. Aldi's is everywhere.
Aldi's is global. It's a global company.
They're everywhere. I didn't know that till one of my subscribers from England sent me 2 bags to hang on my scooter to put stuff in, and they were Aldi's bags. I said, "You got Aldi's there?" Well, sure. She said, "They're a German company." I said, "Well, I didn't know that." But my daughter goes to Aldi's, you know, and we got like 3 Aldi's here in the town that I live in.
Yeah.
I know where 2 of them's at. I don't know where that third one's at. And we don't have no Kmarts anymore. They're all gone. And somebody was telling me the other day, closed all our Kmart. Yeah, all our Kmarts closed too.
So let me tell you something. Let me share something with you, Russell, that I've noticed from watching, from being a dumpster diver and watching other dumpster divers. It seems like that Aldi's in Australia, in the UK, and also in Poland, and as it is in the States, they all throw waste food, lots of it, lots of
Yeah,
it.
they do. Aldi seems to be the main one that's wasting so much food. Uh,
They all do. It's just that Aldi's don't lock up their bins like the other ones do.
but now
They don't lock up.
few years back, I looked into all these. I was going to look into all these dumpsters, but it was locked. So I don't know if that's still the case here or not. I don't know. And I don't. Some of the scrappers that I know, they never mention Aldi, so I don't know. Maybe it's not such a good deal here or not. No Aldi's in Canada. No, our Kmart's
Have you
closed
ever
years
managed to go out
ago.
and about? Have you ever managed to go out and about and you'll buy your Aldi's? You should go and check them out.
Do what now?
If you're ever out and about and you happen to be close to one of your Aldi's stores, you should go and check their dumpsters.
Well, to do that, I would have to be in a car and driving, and my daughter won't do it. Now, my daughter, she says everybody that's showing all this food they're getting out of these dumpsters is staged, and I just can't get her to understand. I'm gonna show her a video of Marty up to his hips in a dumpster of food. Now I say, why is he going to go buy all that food and then dump it in the dumpster and pick it out? Because he's going to be losing a lot of money. I said, he's not going to make that much kind of money off of ads on his YouTube thing. If that's what you think it's about, it's not going to happen. But see, my daughter worked at Dollar General. She was a manager at Dollar General, and she's worked at Walmart. And so she knows a lot of these stores can return stuff and get credit for it and everything. And she said they could send that stuff back and everything. Well, I said, somebody's not sending it back because I said the dumpsters is loaded with that stuff. And I wanted to look at this last video that Marty did. I mean, did you see the video? Did you see all that lunch meat and all that stuff that was in there? And then the one that had like 15 gallons of milk. And
Yeah.
if you went and bought 15 gallons of milk just up in the dumpster and staged a video, you'd be losing money. It don't make no sense. I can't get her to understand that. I think if she ever went and looked into all these dumpsters and come out with a bunch of food, especially the refrigerated stuff, she would start doing it. That'd make a believer out of her. And
Yeah.
she's telling me, well, you don't know these people. Well, yeah, I kind of do know them. And because they're not like strangers to me, and I know what they do and their lifestyle and all that stuff about, especially with crazy family and health nuts, and it bothers me that I can't get her to understand. Who is that? Oh, she's in Orlando. Not so life now. She's in Orlando. Oh, you're close to me, dear. are you a he? Are you a man or are you a woman? If you're a man, I ain't gonna call you dear. I'm gonna call you sir. uh, I seldom go to Walmart. Nowadays when I buy something, it's on Amazon. There are certain things I won't buy on Amazon, but for the most part, if I need something and I got the money, I get it off of Amazon. And even my dog food, I order my dog. I get a bag of dog food that I use for my dog sent to my door for $12.99. And that same bag of dog food at the grocery store is going to cost me $13 and something. And I have to go get it. But I can have it shipped to me, and it don't cost me no shipping or anything because I'm on that Prime thing. I don't pay full price on my Prime membership. I think I pay $5.99 a month, and I save more than that just in shipping. So I get a lot of stuff. You can use Amazon too in Australia, can't you?
Yeah, we have Amazon Australia. Yep.
Yeah, I wish I could have bought stock in that company when back in the '90s.
So does everyone else. Hey, so does everyone else, Russell. That and Apple and a whole plethora of companies that have been and gone.
Hey, here's a good one for you. In 1988, I had a little loose cash laying around, and I bought $20,000 worth of Dell computers stock. And I got to thinking about it after I done it. And I'm thinking, what if this computer thing, what if it's just a fad? What if it's just going to go belly up and I'm going to lose all my money? I sold the stock. And look, I would have been a multi-millionaire today if I'd have kept that stock. And I can't tell you what I did with that money when I sold the stock. I don't even know what I did with it. But if I left it right where it was at, but and somebody was telling me, well, you don't need to put all your eggs in one basket and stuff like that. And I didn't know anything about stocks, and I had a financial advisor that told me that was a good investment. So, who is Family Man? Is that
Family Man is
Family
Man is a dumpster diving channel. His name is Billy. He was the person that was are not you show. Are not so life now.
Well, hey Billy, how you doing? Oh, it's Billy from Family Man. Oh, not so life now too. I had another guy that was from Australia, and I hadn't seen him in over a year, so I don't know what happened to him. I can't even remember his name, but wait a minute, he did a lot of traveling around Australia, I think in a truck.
Who's that?
But I can't remember. My memory is shot. It don't work like it used to. But I can remember most subscribers is here all the time, because I'm talking with them every week. But anyway, how long have I been yapping? Oh, an hour and 20 minutes.
Not too bad. You got You got 16 people watching. You got 17 likes. Yeah, you got a full show here right now, Russell. Good one.
I noticed too on Yard Stream or StreamYard that when you're paying that $25 a month, you can have as many as 10 guests on at one time. That would be a little bit confusing to me. You know, I could see doing 2 or 3, but 10. And I know some of you guys do. I've seen. Let's see, who is it? I've seen doing 6. Dusty Blonde. She had 6 on one time, and Snobby Scrap Picker had 6 on at one time. Snobby Scrap Picker, he's in England, and he was my first live stream I ever did, which was this Snobby. And UK Scrapper, I never done a live stream with him. I ought to try and get him to do one. But anyhow, look, anytime you're ready to do another live stream and you want to set it up on your end, you do that. And I don't.
Let's lock in a date now. Let's lock in a time now. Shall we set one up for next week?
Yeah, if you want to do it.
Yep.
Okay. Just and any day and any time's good with me, you know. And now that I know how much, what time is it there right now?
Right now it's 11:34 a.m.
11:34 a.m. Okay, that tells me what I need to know. Looking at my clock, I don't need to know about the times anyway. You just set it up, and I'll be there.
I'll flick you through an email and set up a date, and just to give you a heads up, just to confirm, just a confirmation email that this is going to happen.
Yeah,
and then I'll send you an invite to the Live Dive Lounge, and we'll roll out the red carpet for you, and you can be our special guest on the Live Dive Lounge channel.
Okay. And by the way, what month is your birthday?
January.
Oh, you just had one. Yeah. Maybe I'll hold on a minute. Hold on just a minute here. I'm gonna. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it.
Trying to find your calendar.
I'm trying to find my. Oh, there it is. There you go.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, Russell, I thought you said you couldn't sing.
The what?
I thought you said you couldn't sing. I think that was a fine rendition of Happy Birthday to You. Well, a fine rendition.
I'm working on it. But yeah, it was in January, so, and mine, gosh, boy, mine's a lot closer than I thought. Dang, 2 weeks.
You know what? At least you chose a song that you knew all the words. You got all the words on point. The lyrics.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, look, you set that up, and we'll do it. And anybody else that's listening, let's folks, I want to do live streams with a lot of you guys that for some reason you're dragging your heels. And I want to do it. And by the way, Big B is 51, right?
Yep. 51.
And guess what? That's how old Christy is too on Crazy Family too. She's 51.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're literally the same age.
Telling her age. And she married that kid, you know, Marty. She robbed the cradle. That's what Lucy was trying to do. Hey, rob the cradle.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's 89. Oh well. All right. All right. We're going to cut this short. Then we've been talking almost an hour and a half, and I don't want to bore anybody. And Big B, I enjoyed it a lot. And set that up on your end, and I'll be there. And
No worries.
everybody else, y'all just Willow. I'll see you tomorrow at my regular time at 5 o'clock. I'm doing a live stream with Willow, and Willow's been a lifesaver for me on a lot of things. So, okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Where's my? I'm trying to find my thing there. And
hey guys, I just want to say thanks for joining us on Junk Dobbers Live tonight. A huge thank you to the moderators doing a great job and reminding everyone to like the live and coming in and supporting Russell. He's a great man. I've been following him for a long time, for as long as I've been on YouTube, and a true inspiration to me. Thank you, Russell, for inviting me onto your show. I will do it again and again and again, not a problem. And yeah, you've got a great a core of friends here that follow you through thick and thin. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Russell. Thank you so much for bringing me on.
I appreciate you too, Big B, and all the rest of you that's been watching. So I'll see you in the next one.
Good night, everyone.